All right, a warning for pet parents out there as your furry friends adventure outdoors during these summer days. They could be at risk for a potentially fatal illness, actually.
Heartworm disease can be transmitted anywhere you find mosquitoes, and it is certainly the season for them right now. So joining us live with more about the condition and the best ways you can prevent it is veterinarian Dr. Thomas Makowiak from Wellhaven Pet Health. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, absolutely. Hi, I just realized I missed my pumpkin spice latte, guys, so I really want one now. Thank you.
It's coming.
It's okay. It's not
right
here just
around
yet.
the corner.
It's not here just yet. You're okay. But we will let you know when the pumpkin spice latte arrives.
Absolutely. Yeah, but it is certainly, the end of summer here. I feel like it is peak outdoor season right now in Oregon and Washington. So a lot of pet owners bringing their pets outdoors. So perfect time to talk about heartworm disease. Let's do a quick refresher. What exactly is it and how does it spread?
Well, it is a really fatal disease. If not treated and contracted, your pet can die, will die most likely. And it is transmitted by mosquitoes, like you guys said. And I got bitten up by mosquitoes yesterday, so definitely we have a lot of them here in the Pacific Northwest. And the way it works, imagine you have a dog that has heartworm disease and a mosquito finds the dog and pokes it to get a blood meal and sucks up some blood and also some of those heartworm babies. And they now stay for about 2 weeks inside the mosquito. And after 2 weeks, there you go, it will find a new dog, drink blood from the new dog, introduce those little larvae that then migrate through the new dog's tissues and finds blood vessels, and in the end ends up in the heart of that dog, actually in the pulmonary arteries. And there, those worms can become up to a foot long, live a full year, and have babies themselves. And then the cycle closes, right? Because now this new dog has heartworm babies floating in the system, and a mosquito finds this dog and transmits to the next one. So then the cycle closes. Problem with that is it really takes a toll on the heart function of a dog. First things people will notice is coughing, exercise intolerance. The dog really has a hard time keeping up with running and hiking. And hopefully at that point you take your dog to the vet, and the vet will probably find a heart murmur, suggest an additional sound in the heartbeat, and then hopefully run a test, a heartworm test, amongst other things. And if it becomes positive, we're in big trouble, because treatment is pretty intense. It takes several weeks, up to several months, and then even hopefully in the next 6 to 12 months, your dog will test negative. The treatment is expensive. It can be a couple $1,000s. So it's really, really important to prevent that disease.
Well, before we talk about more, symptoms and, treatment after, a diagnosis of heartworm, how do you prevent it? How can we stop this from happening before it ever becomes a problem?
Yeah, so unfortunately, right, you cannot prevent mosquitoes or mosquito bites. They're everywhere. It's impossible no matter what you do. So the first step is, on a regular checkup, get your dog first tested at your vet. It's just a quick blood test. And then if the dog is negative, now that's when you have to take action, meaning now you have to prevent. So there's different preventions. There's some topicals, there are some oral heartworm prevention, and there's even an injection that will prevent the situation. So it's not enough just to test, okay, you're negative, that's great. Now please do some prevention, which you can discuss with your veterinarian what suits best for your lifestyle and your dog's overall health. So you can prevent it.
Yeah, I know, mosquitoes can be more prevalent this time of year, but is heartworm prevention something that needs to happen year round?
Yes, I would definitely recommend to do it year round. It's just not cold enough here in our area. People think, oh, mosquitoes will die over the winter time. Well, unfortunately, we know that eggs that mosquitoes lay in water, little stagnant water areas, they will survive the winter here. It's not as cold as, in Minnesota or Alaska, for example. So they will survive, and then when spring comes around, they hatch, and boom, there you go.
Man. All right, before we let you go, I just, when we talk about, I know you talked about some of the treatment and some of those symptoms, but obviously you want to catch this as early as you possibly can because it's not an easy thing to treat. What is the first symptom typically you do see in your pet when heartworm is a problem?
Really the weakness and exercise intolerance, and starting with cough. So things you would expect from like heart failure. Like it's just something isn't right. Energy is low. Just definitely take those symptoms seriously, especially if a cough is involved. Belly distension, those are the things that you will see.
Yeah, you know your pet well. If you notice that behavior change, definitely
mannerisms are different.
Take it into the vet
and
get it all checked out. Well, Dr. Thomas Makowiak from Wellhaven Pet Health, great topic, good one that we need to talk about this time of year. We appreciate your insight.
Thank you so much.
All right, take care.
And for pet health advice, if you want to schedule a checkup or get that heartworm test, you can visit one of their clinics. Go to their website, wellhaven.com.